Good evening, folks, and welcome to the UCD Bowl for the second round of the All-Ireland Division 1A fixture between University College Dublin and Dublin University Football Club, the oldest rugby club in the world. So, Belfield here, 73 years, or 53 years indeed, a university campus, but home of UCD rugby for a lot longer than that, since I think the 1930s. And with me tonight, as always, John Gilsonan will take you through the teams.
Thank you very much, Merv. We'll start with our visitors. Trinity, number 1, Jerry Kerr. Number 2, Zach Baird. Number 3, Tom Connolly. The second row is Joanne Bukes. Dan Barron as well make up the second row. The back row of Anthony Ryan, Kevin Jackson and Diarmuid McCormick, the Trinity captain. The halfbacks, Oscar Cawley and Harry Colbert. In the centre, Louis McDonough and Jules Fenelon. And the wingers are as follows: Will Toomey, James Dillon and Taylor Gleeson. UCD front row, Hugo O'Malley, Bobby Sheehan, Evan Coyle. Second row, Conor O'Tierney and Mark Morrissey. The back row of Mark Hernan, Oisín Spain and Diarmuid Mangan. Mick Maloney and Villy de Klerk in the halfbacks. In the centre, David Ryan and Chris Cosgrave. And the back three of Andrew Osborne, Ross Deegan and Harry Donnelly at fullback. It's a pretty crisp evening here in Belfield, and the pitch looks magnificent. There was a League of Ireland clash between UCD and Bows last night, but the pitch looks absolutely magnificent, and it's all set, the crowd filling up. And what can we expect? A pretty tight encounter tonight, Merv?
Yeah, well, last year this fixture in College Park, Trinity, was a high scoring affair. I think we're talking 38-24. Trinity pulled away. They're really always in control of that one. And then the return match, which was the official colours match here in the Bowl in March, UCD pipped Trinity 22-19, having been 19-0 down. So revenge is a theme in the air this weekend in terms of Irish rugby. But the All Blacks looking for revenge, Ireland looking for revenge for 2019, and here Trinity possibly looking for revenge to losing that big lead and losing the colours match here in March. So, but both sides last time out, John, the narrow victories, both I think got their losing bonus point. I think you saw some of Trinity versus Clontarf in big fixture in College Park. Yeah,
Trinity. It was a great game in College Park last Saturday. Trinity losing out to 10 points. They didn't actually get their losing bonus point at the end. Tarf just pulled away toward the end. UCD lost to they were playing away from home down in Shannon and lost out 27 points to 22. So got their losing bonus points, and both teams 0 from 1. So we obviously know how quick how important a quick start is here in the Bowl, and UCD in 7th place, Trinity in 9th after last week's results. But it should be pretty good. It's filling up now, and we're just a few minutes away from kickoff.
Trinity have had the whip hand over recent years, and they've had a very big pack playing. There's a bit more turnover of personnel, I think, in over the summer in Trinity to UCD, and certainly they've a few more maybe representative players who are not able to take part tonight. UCD have a couple more names. I think 3 players from the almost all-conquering Irish under-20s that lost in the 20s World Cup final earlier in the summer. Andrew Osborne on the wing. You've Conor O'Tierney in the second row. His second row partner, indeed, Mark Morrissey, represented the Irish 20s a few seasons back. So a strong second row combination there. And Diarmuid Mangan, who played both tight blindside flanker and second row for the 20s. Diarmuid is appearing at number 8 tonight. So maybe a few more names for UCD. Chris Cosgrave, also Leinster contracted player in second centre, and James Ryan's brother David Ryan accompanying him. So on paper, UCD home fixture, etc., but that doesn't count for much.
Doesn't know. We can expect a pretty tight game as we usually do. Obviously, Merv mentioned the pretty spectacular night we had back here in on the 31st of March, the 69th colours match there last year. It was nothing like tonight. It was in the pourings of rain. If you were watching it that night, if you were here, there was puddles all over the pitch. But tonight it looks absolutely magnificent, and Trinity just on the field to play. UCD making them wait, but we're set for a big clash here in the Bowl.
Yeah, March, an authenticated anecdote, seeing as I heard it with my own ears. Our president this year, David Cohen, he admitted to the fact that There we go. Trinity are in, the Gurriers are in. For the inner city, Gurriers are out and already lambasting the microphone. But David Cohen admitted that after last March's last gasp victory against Trinity, that he ended up in the neighbour's spare bedroom, not even his own one. So we'll see whose spare bedroom Coner might end up in tonight, or President Coner, as he's asked me to call him from here on in. Very grateful tonight, as always, to the club's principal sponsors, EY, and for sponsoring the live stream tonight. Trinity, of course, their main sponsor, AIB, and without the sponsorship of EY and AIB, neither club would be where they are. And it's a point made by Trinity's president tonight, Mo Flahav, to the effect that it's a rare enough thing where you've got at the upper echelons of domestic leagues 2 university clubs consistently competing in the top league. It's something that Leinster Rugby is very, very lucky to have, with these 2 universities about to kick off.
An absolutely brilliant match here, and it's a lovely high restart. I think Ross Deegan underneath that one, and UCD just looking to build a few phases and probably look to exit from this area of the pitch. Just at the back here with Maloney now shaping up for a box kick. As always, territory so important in games like these. Oh, and Taylor Gleeson dived at it with the foot, and Ross Deegan now chasing the ball towards the corner flag. Can he get there? I think he can. It's an early try for UCD. Wow, what a start.
Yeah, remnants of opening 1 minute, and then 2 nice touches from UCD and a fantastic finish. Referee Brian Cross, an up and coming referee out of the Munster branch, right up with play and no hesitancy in awarding that one. So great start for college, opportunist, but really well taken in the end.
Yeah, really good. I'm not sure Taylor Gleeson there will be having nightmares about that. He went to control it with the foot, but yeah, as you said, there's a bit of football on last night here, and there's also a bit of toddle on in the Aviva tonight. Ireland taking on Greece, so I'm not sure was he mistaken.
It's catching. Michael Maloney as well, great box kick there. He got great height on it, and Trinity weren't sure how to handle it, which helped the process, and a great chase from UCD as well, but it just missed that trap.
Yeah, really strong kick chase, and Maloney's shaping up for the conversion attempt now. He strikes it well, but it's a difficult angle. I think it's just to the right hand side and wide is how I saw it. So yeah, really quick start. UCD 5-0, and yeah, Trinity will look to just get themselves settled in here. Obviously not an ideal start for them, but UCD will be licking their lips and putting a few more high balls up on Gleeson, I'd imagine. Really good take in the air by O'Tierney there. Into the midfield now, Mangan, huge ball carrier. With Cosgrave now, goes wide to Donnelly now, and Philly de Klerk just off his body, but he manages to hold on to it. UCD just approaching the Trinity halfway line. Maloney moving it quickly, really quick ruck ball. David Ryan now looking to go around a few players. Here goes Hugo Malley, Blackrock College man. Just shunted forward by Oisin Spain, who got the ball off him. UCD need to get this ball back, but they have it now with Evan Coyle. Philly de Klerk there, running into his school pal Jules Fenlon, and the big flash pass from Chris Cosgrave to Osborne, and just tackled into touch there by James Dillon. Really good defence.
Well marshalled, good phases there from UCD, good confidence, good shape to it overall. A lot of rugby played, I suppose 20 metres gained, but they'll take that and be happy with the getting confidence into their play, getting some shape. A lot of players getting their hands on the ball.
Zach Baird now with the first line out of tonight's fixture, and be looking to get a good start and get a good set piece. The dart was probably a little soft, but he found his man. It's a big South African second row, I believe, in the midfield there for Trinity, and Oscar Cawley goes quickly. We know how lively he is. Osborne now, huge hit from Osborne on his under 20 teammate. Oscar Cawley, but a really nice shot from Andrew Osborne there. Trinity now just inside UCD's half. Tackle there by Mark Hernan. Colbert now just shimmies inside himself, but gets taken down.
Referee has his hand out for an advantage. And it's a penalty advantage.
Yeah, it's good line speed there from College, and they'll be disappointed with the penalty, I think. Not sure what it was given for.
Didn't read that, no. I think it looks like it probably an offside. He only put his arm up once Trinity played away from it there, so it's probably somebody beyond the last foot.
Interesting decision here, Harry Colbert. I think he's opting to go into the corner. We're just play stopped here for an injury for David Ryan, but I think from what I saw, I think he's pointing towards the corner rather than the post. It's well within his kicking range, but yeah, we've seen recently the last number of years in rugby teams opting to go to the corner and looking for tries, because that is ultimately what.
It's all the rage. Our own Johnny Sexton and Finn Russell did the exact same in crunch matches, and neither side came up with the scores against South Africa or against Ireland in Scotland's case.
Yeah, Dave Ryan back to his feet, just receiving a bit of attention there, but looks to be moving all right. Let's hope he can continue. Harry Colbert now with the kick to touch, does really well. Just puts Trinity about 10 metres, probably just about 12-15 metres out from the UCD line, and they'll be looking for a good line out once again. Zach Baird throwing in. Big man in the middle with Dan Barron, Anthony Ryan, the likes of them out getting the air.
Full line out.
Because Anthony Ryan at the front, who takes it now, and Trinity go to the maul. It's got early shove from UCD, but Trinity looking to get it moving now. I think Oscar Cawley's trying to dig it out, but Baird has it at the back, and he keeps the ball in for the moment. But it's pretty good defence so far from UCD. Gets good gain line. Barron now with the carry. I think that's Jerry Kerr taking it forward there. Bobby Sheehan looking to hold him up there.
It's a good set here so far from UCD.
Just taking it forward there.
for that. Good enterprise from both teams. Ball.
Yeah, both teams looking for a bit of
turning
space.
each other over.
Corky towards the post, but just called back by Owen Cross. I'm not sure what will restart with the UCD scrum, but Jesus, Corky was away there under the sticks.
Referee obviously had called it already for UCD for a scrum. He must have blown before Corkery made his move. First scrum of the night, John?
Correct, yeah.
Have you got those kilo stats done there?
I don't.
I sent them to you last night. It's a story.
Listen.
I know I sent them in stones and pounds, but like, you know, you told me you had an app for that.
All money and new money.
No money is my currency, really.
The Trinity front row probably slightly bigger, but we'll see who gets the edge here in
the behemoth of Thomas Connolly, who I believe is towards the end of his pharmacy degree in Trinity,
and Jerry Kerr, the loose head,
up against Hugo O'Malley. They've faced off against each other several times the last number of years. Connolly, somebody who's brought in for Leinster training on a pretty regular basis last season. A large specimen.
And round second time lucky here, and the penalty goes to UCD. Really big moment. UCD just getting the early scrum dominance and pasting a good photo to the referee. And I think Maloney will look for 3 points once again. And yeah, it's Trinity discipline, just letting them down a little bit and letting them build a lead here.
Yeah, I think he was looking at Jerry Kerr there on the loose head side, up against Evan Coyle for UCD and the tight head. And John might note, you know, we're not seeing anyone going for the corner here. There's an old-fashioned 3 points being taken.
Routine enough in front of the sticks.
Yeah, I think both sides, in fairness, when the ball's in play, it's a very evenly matched game. So I think the 3 pointers are going to count.
Yeah, we've had a lot of ball and play time, and both teams looking to kind of play from inside their own half anyway, and looking to hold on to the ball as Maloney eyes this one up. Routine again, and 3 points added. Trinity penalty count, just letting them down early on here, but we will see how it unfolds. Only early days here, about 17 minutes played.
They need to distribute their ultras a little bit better. They need to. They're all huddled in one corner of the pitch. I think they need to. They're a great crew, the Trinity Ultras. They bring great atmosphere every match, but I think they need to spread them out more to get referee Cross can hear the benefit of their wisdom.
Yeah, good take from Marcy there again. I think it's Mark Hernan who takes that one forward. And Maloney shaping up for the box kick again. We saw this work into full effect within the first minute or so, and
it's gone to ground again.
Lets it slip through the fingers again, but luckily backwards for his sake. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep putting bombs up on top of Gleeson. The right boot of Maloney really effective so far.
He gets good height on it. A lot of hang time in the dark night sky.
McCormick there just tackled and met well, and Trinity bit of space here if they can move it. And Jules Fenlon just throws it away to looking for Dylan, but Dylan had other ideas and he was looking for the little cop pass, but Fenlon looks good there. He was nearly around Tim Corkery, but
yeah, he just overdid it a little bit. He's in his first year out of school. A lot of the players here now, it used to take a couple of years for people to come through. They're straight out of school and then playing Division 1A, and Fenlon he made a nice move, nice shimmy, and he just overcooked it. Just need to let the guys reset and recycle.
And yeah, Trinity Bearpit making a bit of noise here for Sheehan. Last one was intercepted by Trinity, but Hernan up in the air now and off to them all. Cosgrave now in the middle, out to Osborne, and we're met really well.
Good read from Osborne to take the tackle and hold on to the ball.
And and Trinity win the penalty. Yeah, it was a really good collision there. Man on ball and
holding on there.
Big steal for Trinity there. I think it was Dan Barron.
All the same, it was a good read. It was the opposite of what Jules Fenlon had done. It he panicked a little bit or tried to overdo it and lost the ball, whereas UCD there, Andrew Osborne saw the tackle coming in, rode the tackle, made some ground, but just didn't have the support there and held on for the turnover.
Baird now with Trinity's third line out this evening. McCormick in the air, but just stolen there from Mangan.
Can UCD hold on to this, having won it?
They'll look to exit, I'd imagine. Mangan now just taking it forward, met by Kevin Jackson.
Taking it infield to work a bit of angle for the kicker.
And yeah, Gleason's actually stepped out of that position. And Will Toomey's now underneath that, just about holds on to it.
Just about, fingernails.
Met well by Mark Hernan. Cawley just had to dig it out and couldn't really do anything with it. Trinity ball just a bit slower to come back. Colbert now in the middle and Dan Barron taking it forward once again. Here's McDonough and just a slippery ball. The advantage for the knock on, but UCD will play here. They've numbers if they look to move it. Maloney out to Osborne here and just controls it with the foot once again, and Mangan takes it there, but we'll go back for the knock on advantage. And yeah, there's probably a bit of, it's a cold night here in Belfield, so there's probably a bit of dew on the pitch now and possibly a bit of a slippery surface.
I think that's being generous. I think it's as good as it gets, to be honest, John. I think you're being far too kind to our visitors. Yeah, no, I just think that there's a hesitancy. The UCD defensive line is holding very strong. Trinity aren't getting any purchase on it. A bit of frustration creeping in and just snatched at that. So a little bit of anxiety coming into Trinity's play at the moment. UCD's defensive set has been the most impressive thing to my eye so far. But there's lots of talent and elan on show from both sides. It's not beyond being cracked.
Yeah, just having a few scrum issues here. I think Owen Cross looking to just lay down a marker and get what he's looking for from both front rows. But yeah, midfield scrum here for UCD. They'll fancy themselves to get a bit of purchase into the Trinity half. It's always a difficult one to defend.
Good to see Hernan back on the pitch. He had a long time out with injury, didn't he?
Yeah, lengthy injury. I think he was didn't play any club rugby just out of school due to kind of COVID and that, and then was in the Leinster Academy for a brief time. But yeah, he had many a shoulder injury, but it's great to see him out here. And I believe first UCD appearance and possibly first AIL appearance. He could have got a cap for Lansdowne, but I'm not sure in the midst of COVID and
perish the thought.
On and off.
President Rooney has signed him up. Yeah, he's the cup-winning captain, SAT Cup-winning captain for St Michael's in 2019.
Cosgrave just put through to ball, but it's out in the fall and
a bit of a giveaway there, a bit of a gimme, but it could have been a great outcome. So no great shame, no great harm done. Nice fade to the right there from Maloney at the scrum before he passed it back on the blind side, and obviously a pre-planned move.
And Baird to McCormick in the air, and it's penalty to Trinity. I think he was just taken in the air.
I have to say, I think this thing of it's literally you touch anybody in the air these days, it's worse than goalkeepers. It's hardly any contact there, but them's the rules. And a fair call by referee.
Missed touch here with de Klerk underneath it. And it's a
finds grass.
Pretty good kick. I mean, UCD need a big kick chase. Gleason now. He's a dangerous player with a bit of space.
That's good chase and good tackle, denying him metres.
UCD need to roll away here. They do so. Colbert now. A bit of space here with James Dillon here. Taken down by de Klerk, but he's not held and he can keep going. And Anthony Ryan there with the carry, but just a penalty going Trinity's way again. And yeah, UCD just the last 4 or 5 minutes giving Trinity a bit of a foothold, and Harry Colbert missing touch there was an unforced error, but he'll look to gain a bit of field position here.
Referee not happy with Harry Donnelly there for whatever reason. I think maybe just grabbing the arm at the ruck, it looks like to me, and he's had a word with Bobby Sheehan.
Bit better there from Colbert, and just bringing play to the 10-metre line inside UCD's half. The line out, the Trinity line has probably been the slightly dominant line out so far, but yeah, they've got two or three big targets in the middle, and Baird obviously brilliant throwing in. Cormac once again looked crooked from my angle, but
looked very crooked.
Owen Cross plays on, and here's Maloney in the middle. If he has a bit of pace, he could get all the way, but he just shimmies himself. I think Gleeson was always gonna catch him.
I think he should have backed himself and mightn't have got there, but he might have got a bit deeper.
UCD have the penalty advantage here, so a free play, and Cosgrave notices that, and I think, well, yeah, he can play on as a knock back from Trinity, and I think, yeah,
referee sees a knock on.
Saw a knock on. We were thinking it could be a knock back, but we'll bring play back here for the penalty to UCD. I think it was just offside.
UCD had a lot of numbers there. I know it's the done thing now. You got penalty advantage that people go for the crossfield kick, but UCD had numbers there. If they're prepared to put it through the hands and work at it, maybe it could have been a different outcome.
Yeah, and kick to touch there. UCD just about 6 or 7 metres out from the Trinity line. Be looking to come away with a try here, if not 3 points at the least. And Morrissey in the air now, and a little trick play to them all, and Sheehan now trying to burst his way through.
Look crooked again, I have to say. That one is right into his breadbasket. A few too many passes, really. Couldn't believe their luck. Somebody needs to go more direct, a bit quicker than that.
I think it's Spain now, which is with pick and go, but driven backwards there by Zach Baird.
Evan Coyle waiting for it here.
Yeah, UCD just keeping it narrow, but look to move it now with de Klerk and Osborne now, and Donnelly's in a bit of space with Deegan outside him, and I think he puts Deegan into the corner by the looks of it, and Deegan gets it down for his second try of the evening. Really good rugby. Really good rugby.
Looked a bit lateral there, but they let the ball do the work. They got wide, too fast. Ultimately gave Deegan the space to manoeuvre his way over, and a good finish under pressure.
Yeah, really good. They built up a number of phases, and sucked the Trinity defence in, and then there was a space on the outside for Donnelly and Deegan to get themselves over the whitewash.
16-3 with this conversion.
It's a pretty dream start for UCD, and as you look at it from the scoreboard, it probably doesn't reflect the Trinity. Yeah, they had a bit of possession early on, but they haven't held onto the ball probably as much as they've liked in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah,
the pressure from UCD, defensive pressure from UCD, probably with a new team, new combinations as well. Trinity just not getting any momentum going into their game just yet. UCD look just a bit more cohesive, better drilled.
And Maloney now with another conversion attempt. It's struck really well. I think that we'll see the flags go up here. We will. Really good kick from the touchline from Maloney. Just as we approach the half-hour mark here, UCD extending the lead 18 points to 3. So
yeah, a three score game, John. But then we've been here before last March, and the shoe was on the other foot, 19-0 to Trinity at a similar phase of the match, and it all turned around for UCD to win. So keep playing.
Don't count your chickens. It was Deegan who took the restart there, and UCD will presumably look to box kick. Maloney with another box kick, and Gleeson's underneath it, but he
went straight for touch this time.
Here, and it's a really good box kick.
Take the pressure off.
Bring in play, right on the halfway line.
Touch judge is pointing towards UCD, but has changed hands. It is a Trinity line out on the halfway.
Trinity line has been effective so far, but they haven't managed to hold onto the ball for a number of phases.
Good clean straight down the middle there.
Iron in the air there. Taken forward by the South African Juan. McCormick now, Trinity captain.
Good tap tackle from Chris Cosgrave there, otherwise he's straight through.
Gleeson's bit of space, James Dillon here.
Lovely hands, well across from Bobby Sheehan.
I think it's just gone backwards.
Pressure from Mangan, but Cawley went backwards.
Harry Culver playing scrum half to Daniel Barron there. Cawley back with the ball, and Colbert out to Fenlon, and Cosgrave chopping him low. Usually could have the turnover here. I think they do, yeah. Hugo O'Malley comes away with the ball. And Maloney looking to box kick it. And it looks a really good kick.
It's a worker.
Bouncing away from Will too. I mean, it's a really good kick. I think it was just inside the halfway, so that no 50-22, but brilliant from Maloney, seeing there was no one home, and pinning Trinity back into their own half.
No mercy there. No, the right call. And I was going to say, Gilly, or Gilso. What do you go by?
Either or.
Boss. I was going to say, but I couldn't get a word in edgeways there. That really, you get the sense that Trinity needed to, and still need to, really make their mark on it. They seem to up the tempo there, etc. They were really going at it, running hard at the line, but UCD defence up to it again, and Mangan getting that nudge, which knocked the ball out of Cawley's hands as he was just trying to clear that last ruck, and that disrupted another promising play for Trinity. So a bit more beef working out for UCD on this occasion. The shoe's been on the other foot for the last number of seasons. Trinity have had the heft where UCD haven't, but there's a few more large specimens out there for UCD at least tonight.
I think it's definitely agree with that. It's a credit to UCD's defence. It's been phenomenal so far, and putting pressure on Colbert's boot again, and it's a bit of a slice, or a bit of a just up in the air with it. So he won't be too pleased. UCD now with possession inside the Trinity 22.
There's a little more wind picked up, just seeing the touchline flags here. So Colbert just caught a bit of air there, and we're still on the Trinity 22.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of wind right to left. Trinity playing into it, if any. It's only a slight breeze, so it shouldn't have much. Shouldn't play much a part. But UCD here now with the maul, and Bobby Sheehan just looking to dig it out. But O'Flynn's flag goes up, and a line out to Trinity.
Well defended from Trinity there. It was a great throw and leap at the top of the jump there by Mangan, lifted by O'Tierney and O'Malley.
Baird now.
Another good line
Anthony
out.
Ryan finds Anthony Ryan in the air, and here goes Oscar Cawley, taken by Gleeson. Really good break from Cawley. Such an electric player.
Super tackle from Ross Deegan on Cawley. He was into open prairie there.
Did well. Here's McDonough, and has Kevin Jackson on his shoulder, and tries to pop it up to Cawley, but once again Trinity unable to hold on to it, and Donnelly takes it here. And we'll go back for the knock on, and UCD put in here. Once again, Trinity probably just forcing it there. They made a nice break up the field and got into the UCD half, but probably just one too many offloads. But it's good rugby from Trinity. But
it is every time you think they're through, there's somebody who's got a few threads of the jersey and are hanging on, being dragged along the ground, but they get their man. There's been 3 or 4 of those just Trinity just need to keep trying, keep their heads up, keep going, keep playing the rugby that they're doing, and at some point they're going to get a break. Bobby Sheehan, a very tall hooker. I'm guessing he's about 6'4", 193 or thereabouts. He's not far off it. About the same height as his old man. A bit taller than his brother Dan. Don't know how he does it, but
yeah, he's been phenomenal for UCD the last few seasons. Bobby Sheehan, and Cosgrave now just passes behind the clerk's back. Donnelly gathers it, but he's under a bit of pressure. Let's go clear out there from
good
Vernon.
Recovery from Donnelly. O'Malley driving there with help from his friends. Thomas Connolly putting in the tackle for Trinity.
Maloney here now. Cosgrave playing first receiver.
Trinity giving no inch in this set. O'Tierney taking it into his opposite number. Barron nearly stolen.
Mangan now.
Mangan
Needs a bit of support.
takes two. And Donnelly lining up his favourite tactic. Or Maloney rather.
James Dillon underneath this. It's another good box kick, and
Well fielded.
absolutely, yeah.
And he's going on a little
He's a
journey
bit
of his
space here
own.
if he can. Bobby Sheehan gets to him.
Yeah, Bobby Sheehan
I think
tracked him.
UCD turnover. Hugo O'Malley, I think it was. Really good from UCD if they can get a bit of quick ball here and stretch Trinity. Cosgrave just off the shoulder to Donnelly. Here's Oisin Spain now. Maloney just digging first. Into Clerk now playing first receiver. Into O'Tierney. Tim Corkery now with no other option but to carry. McCormick just slow to roll away there. UCD just not looking as fluid as they have been, but they've a bit of space here and a few numbers. And Mangan now, we see how good an athlete he is. O'Tierney now, another big man in the row for UCD. And the penalty goes Trinity's way. I think it was Kevin Jackson winning the turnover.
Yeah, UCD so much possession there, they kind of lost shape. Disappointed with that. An opportunity to put Trinity to the sword. But good defence, good heart from Trinity. Juan Bukes, Trinity number 4. He's South African. Reminds me of a fella played with here in college in UCD in the 80s. A fella by the name of William or Bill Tough. Tough by name, tough by nature. He was very similar stature to Mr. Bukes. Just meeting bone on bone. A real traditional piano shifter, low to the ground. Of the shape and mould of the legendary college second row from the 50s, and went on to play for Ireland and the Lions. The great Wiggs Mulcahy, Bill Mulcahy of the Skerries Club. Still lording it up there. Wiggs, he was known, he used to jump, although that was the term jump. He asked, Tony O'Reilly was thrown in the lineouts, and legend has it he was asked, how do you want the ball, Wiggs? The usual, low, hard and crooked. So I think Tough, Bill Tough, and now Juan Bukes, similar shape second rows, grafters at the coalface, maulers, piano shifters. He's really given some important ballast to the Trinity pack tonight.
Yeah, big man. Yeah, a new addition to the Trinity squad this year, and a good addition in that. Time off here, just Chris Cosgrave receiving a bit of treatment outside your shot, but he looks to be all right. He's jogging back into the defensive line here now. Hopefully he can shake it off and keep going. And Baird now with the put into the line out looked a bit crooked, and we won't be happy with that one.
No, it tailed away from early doors. That one was in trouble.
Probably nearly approaching the half-time mark. Yeah, disappointed with that one. Obviously, Trinity look to get a score before half-time, but 15 points the lead sounds a bit more than it is in a fixture like this. It can It can change in a heartbeat, as we saw March of last year. But yeah, UCD be looking to get to the break without conceding. Maloney
UCD
now.
scrum holding strong there. Nice show and go over the gain line, breaking back in the blind side. Evan Coyle, I think, with the carry. Little slow there. And back to the source of profit. Ross Deegans there meets man and ball.
I think he's calling that high, but I think it seems a little harsh. I'm not sure. It was more of a bear hug from my angle, but.
And the referee with a conversation as well. He's asking for that to be kept lower. Message given. Will it be heeded? Here we see the replay here. And yeah, there was no. He didn't bend. He just looked to hug him and soak the tackle. But referee not happy with the chance of head contact there. So Trinity let off the hook there. It would have been a UCD line out. Instead, we're 20 metres back down the field, just on the UCD 10-metre line. Trinity throw.
Another opportunity for Trinity here.
Nice and straight, but stolen by UCD.
No one in the air for Trinity. There must have been a call gone wrong, but Donnelly now with a bit of space in front of him, given to Osborne. Trinity cover defences there. Maloney now into Sheehan in towards the midfield. Sheehan gets good purchase over the gain line. De Klerk now in the middle, look to put a little dink in behind, and it's a decent looking kick. Taylor Gleeson just kind of feel it there, and it's a really good kick from Philly De Klerk, showing his footballing ability. Seriously good player, just out of school, graduated from St Michael's there, and that was a really nice piece of play.
Well, that's a doozy, and big opportunity here for UCD to hustle and hold their ground here before the half-time call. Trinity, you'd be guessing they go two here.
You'd imagine so, but yeah, last two lineouts not gone to plan for Trinity, so they're under a bit of pressure here, and a big man of Conor O'Tierney, the tree getting in your way, so yeah, they look to go to the front there and catch UCD off guard a little bit, but
Dummy
Oscar
UCD
Cawley just about slips under a tackle, and yeah, I think it was given another high tackle. Cawley's a small little player in height anyway, and easily done to the high tackle.
Pressure off the valve. You can see Trinity dummy to go to the front, lost Conor O'Tierney, and then they went back to the front, took it there the second time round. UCD deemed to have been offside.
Baird now into the middle. I think it's Anthony Ryan who takes it. O'Tierney's kind of, it seems to be through the middle, but the referee disagrees. Into McDonough now. Really big hit from Mushy in Spain. Great shot. Daniel Barron now. Well established AIL player at this stage, Barron is. And interestingly enough, Colbert says enough is enough, and yeah, UCD go into the break 15 points ahead, and an interesting first half. Obviously UCD with all the points and most of the possession, but Trinity just haven't got the ball in play time as much as they like.
No, they've given up under the pressure. UCD, they've done well, and they probably would feel that they've left at least one further score out there. Who is booked for the halftime entertainment? half. You don't get your professional breaks here. The kettle probably isn't even boiled. Trinity, John, they just showed a bit of mettle there in the last 10 minutes. They really put up the handbrake and stopped UCD. Had a chance or two to take another score, but which really Trinity must get the next score, or you'd fancy it's going to be very, very hard for them to get back. At the moment, UCD pack dominant, but Trinity were showing some mettle.
Yeah, if Trinity can just hold on to the ball, is probably their main aim for the second half. And good take there from the South African. Culver now. Really good rush defence from UCD, putting them under a lot of pressure. But McDonough finds a way out of it. Kevin Jackson now just taking it forward. I think it's a penalty advantage for offside. Yeah, no need for that from UCD. They were putting Trinity under a bit of pressure as it was, but Trinity get the easy out anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised now if we're going to see a yellow before too long. The UCD number of penalties UCD have been giving away, while they're dominating with pressure, etc. They're coughing up a lot of penalties, and I imagine referee Cross is going to show a card to somebody. He's talking to the UCD guys again. Zach Baird. Straight up and down.
Finds Captain McCormack and Culver now in the midfield. Here's the South African. Look at him go. Cawley now a quick ball, and Culver out to Fenlon, out to Will Toomey here now. A big ball carrying wing. And touchy. Robbie O'Flynn here has the flag out for something he spotted. I'm not sure what. Flashes across just the front of a Trinity attack, but
and the referee is being called back. Something identified by touch judge O'Flynn or Aor O'Flynn.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. It was possibly in the tackle, but be interesting to see. I didn't see anything on our screen anyway, but Robbie saw something and is having a quick discussion with Owen Cross, who's as mentioned, hugely experienced, and I think Deegan could be in a bit of trouble here. I'm not sure what exactly. It could be a last warning, or this could be the last warning, and it could be the yellow here. Owen Cross just having a chat with him.
If he's going for yellow, he's leaving it very late.
Chat, so he's probably lucky, because the UCD discipline has been a little bit poor the last 5 or 10 minutes. But Owen Cross not rattled by the occasion and hugely experienced. Did the AIL final there last year in the Aviva Stadium. So very experienced ref at this level.
This is as deep as Trinity have been for a long time, so they need to take their opportunity here.
Yeah, it feels like a big moment. The momentum kind of in the second half. Baird now with the dart and finds McCormack, and the rolling ball now is going forward pretty nicely, but they're going towards the touchline, so they need to be careful here. I think UCD may have stopped it really good. Yeah, the ball not coming back there, and UCD with the turnover.
Got a bit lucky, I think. It was really well engineered, great take, and they got movement immediately as soon as the catcher came to ground, and it was their own hooker, Baird, who went to ground himself and really, for my money, collapsed that maul, and UCD got a bit lucky there. It looked to me like it was going to trundle over. An opportunity now to clear their lines. Will they go orthodox, or will they go move it on a few passes?
You'd imagine that they won't hang about with it 1 or 2 phases and gone with it. I think Deegan's lining up for it.
Yeah, but there's nobody deep in the pocket here looking to take a clearing kick.
I think they'll go 1 phase and then get rid of it. And UCD
even better again.
Yeah, the Trinity scrum just really not working for them tonight. UCD dominant since the start, pretty much.
And it's referee, I think, pointed to loose head care again. Evan Coyle milking another penalty.
No better man. A good, decent kick. Didn't have much of an angle to work with for Maloney, but UCD be happy enough to have the line out here and need to hold on to it, of course, but should be all right. Mangan at the front and Morrissey towards the back, and it goes up with O'Tierney. I think Mangan just missed the lift on O'Tierney there.
Advantage Trinity with the UCD knock on. O'Tierney was up in the air a long time there, waiting for the ball to get to him, so the timing was off on that as well.
Just a knock on there. And the rendition of The Bowl is a Library being sung by the Trinity Bear Pit here.
Yeah, I think it's one of their better additions to the vernacular. They're dead right, in fairness to the Bear Pit.
They've come with a bit of noise.
They're an unruly inner city bunch, but they provide a bit of atmo, and college could do with their equivalents here. Of course, all the Trinity Bear Pit ultras are all apparently paid for influencers. None of them authentic fans in their own right.
Big money in,
that's just
in,
a vicious
big money
rumour
in the club.
And this time it's Trinity's turn to get something at the scrum with a free kick.
They'll scrum again. It's an interesting decision. Obviously, they haven't been dominant, but they could have looked to run it, but they'll back themselves. Maybe they've found a little chink in UCD's armour, and they'll look to go after it.
It's one of those technicalities that I haven't a rat's what exactly it was for, but you see them as well in the big games. Before they even engage with each other, the referees spot something in the setup or that they don't like, that's marginally early, etc., and full penalties are awarded against props. It's a very
far too technical for our expertise. And Cawley now into the midfield to Colbert, and McDonough now met well by Cosgrave.
But they're over the gain line.
Here's Captain McCormack. He's got on a lot of ball. Dan Barron now just I think held up by Hernan. It's really good if UCD can. Oh, it's really good from UCD. Really, really good. I think it was Mark Hernan. Barron carrying the ball a little bit too high. Two St. Michael's men, a few years apart, but two St. Michael's men meeting in a big collision, and UCD coming out on top. That's exactly what Mark Hernan, he eats that up, breathes and sleeps a bit of that, and such a talented player, as we saw in school.
He was helped there with Billy de Klerk as well. Got Barron down low, but Hernan got his arms around the ball.
And just a quick stoppage. Billy de Klerk, obviously the first year in college, and straight on to the senior team, which is a notable mention. But he's just receiving a bit of treatment. Hopefully be okay. Had his first experience of the AIL rugby on the road to Shannon. Not an easy place to go on your first cap, but did well by all accounts. But yeah, obviously, unfortunately, college losing out 27 points to 22.
Very atmospheric place to go to, down to Thomond Park. The old Thomond Park, of course. Stuart Barnes of Bath, England, and the Lions, and writes for the Sunday Times. Stuart Barnes said of the old Thomond Park that there would be, it was so strong there that the paint would be peeling off the walls, if there was any paint. To boom tish. So we're back at it.
With the UCD put in here.
Can Trinity get any pressure on?
It's been a bit stop-start the second half so far. We're probably 5 or 10 minutes into the second half, but we haven't had much flow to it yet. But Mangan now picks off the back, met well by Kevin Jackson. Hernan there with a nice carry. There's O'Malley now. Back to Cosgrave for the clearance kick. And I just gets underneath that a little bit, but does well. James Dillon gathered nicely and has a bit of space if they can move it here to the wing, but McCormack goes the direct route. Cawley now. Colbert, really good line speed from UC there. Colbert had no other option but to take that tackle, and Juan Book. Anthony Ryan there. Kevin Jackson's isolated here. Morrissey trying to get the turnover, but back with Anthony Ryan there. And the captain McCormick with another big carry. There's Barron in the middle. Big unit. And now to Dylan now. He's got a bit of space, but there's UCD cover there. I think Cosgrave gets to him. Cosgrave's a bit slow to his feet.
He's been lively all night, Dylan. He's been full value for Trinity, solid under the ball and fleet of foot, evasive. It's been a good passage from Trinity, a fast ruck ball, but petering out. Who gets that line out call now?
It's the Trinity ball.
You going to the Trinity Bowl?
I was there last year.
Yeah.
As a honorary UCD student, but always a fun occasion.
Speaking of fun occasions, where will you be watching tomorrow night's Ireland versus New Zealand battle?
I'll see. I'm more of I prefer a house with a big TV and a bit of volume, but anywhere will do. Bit of atmosphere is all you need. A few lads around anyway.
Bit of atmosphere. I'll be down to Gleason's in Booterstown for a bit of atmosphere myself. We worked last week, rolling it over, doubling our money. Back again tomorrow.
It's a big rock pug, Merv.
I know, but you have to infiltrate the reverse takeover. Make the Gleason brothers an offer they can't refuse.
So yeah, Cosgrave down, just getting a bit of treatment. We've an action-packed weekend full of rugby. Ballinhinch take on Cork on Tarf against Terenure. The City of Armagh play Lansdowne, and Young Munster versus Shannon in round 2. All games tomorrow. And now back to play here. Mangan takes it in the air, and the maul is sacked, but UCD a comfortable possession.
Thought we might see more of Mangan in the open spaces.
Yeah, there hasn't been much space for him to run amok. But yeah, box kick there from Maloney just outside the UCD 22.
And again, a bit like Colbert's kick in the first half, held up there, didn't make much ground. So Trinity still have the pressure on. We're definitely been looking to our left here, John, for most of the second half. Trinity with all the territorial pressure, but apart from that 7 metre line out, they haven't really got close to the line.
Correct.
Bukes, it's the second time Bukes has been brought in as a battering ram midfield.
Really good Cawley playing a little loop play, but it's met well. I think it was Donnelly, was it? With the tackle. Gleason playing scrum half, and a good carry here from Trinity.
Mr. Bukes again.
Usually just slowing it
back
down
to the Bukes. Fenlon, nice wide
really
pass.
Loop pass from Fenlon and Will Toomey now.
Ross Deegan going lower that time.
Good shot from Mark Hernan there.
Well laid back and well away from Cawley. Colbert, lovely fizz on that from Fenlon to McDonough. But the UCD defence is on it every time.
I think, yeah, Evan Coyle straight in front of the referee there.
What was it from Mr. Coyle?
Offside, but he's
a tight head
arguing
prop.
his case, but I don't think he has any reason to be arguing his case. Free play here for Trinity, so they can play to a bit of space if they can, but I think that's possibly another high tackle. I'm not sure, he kind of used to have opted for a choke tackle once or twice, and Owen Cross has seen it as high.
The referee doesn't like it.
It's hard to know. It's kind of,
I don't know. Is there a new rule or something like that? Have we gone to the nipple line? I said it in the live stream. Have we gone to the nipple line? I don't know what the referee's on about there. It's the second time.
I think it's just the upright collisions they really want to stamp out. But anyway, Trinity has a penalty here.
There was no great impact there. It literally was a wrap. Anyway, he's made it clear that's the second time, and frankly, I'm surprised that he didn't follow through with the card.
Yeah, it's been cagey enough second half. Trinity just won most of the possession. Another line out here. They haven't done a whole lot with the ball, but they have another opportunity now to build a couple of phases inside the UCD half. I think that's what they should be looking to do. Baird to McCormick. I think it's just Morrissey who disrupts that in the air, and looks to be Trinity just to come away with that. I think it was scrappy, but yeah, Trinity have it now, and
Well met again.
Really good hit in the middle. Offside once again.
Offside, Cosgrave, yeah.
Cosgrave into Clerk. We're just creeping.
It was wild pass there.
I think that's Hugh Kennedy who's just onto the field of play. I didn't see the replacement being made. I'm not sure what position he's on for.
Another conversation from referee Cross. Ross Deegan's gone down here outside of your camera.
I don't know. It's a lot of last warnings from what we can hear. We don't have the ref mic, unfortunately, but it seems to be 2 or 3 last warnings sort of chats.
UCD gone into the huddle, deep breath time, and Bobby Sheehan probably telling them we're definitely moving to 14 sooner rather than later.
And Ross Deegan just in front of us receiving a bit of treatment and being rightly chirped by the Trinity supporters here. Yeah, I think if ever there was a final warning, that was it, you'd imagine. And I think once play resumes here, Colbert will go to the corner, because
you see, you just have one to play if Deegan goes off. Just Rob Gilson is the only other, unless they go to a back row player to come on. We saw Gibson Park playing very well on the wing, and looks like it's the end of Ross Deegan's night. He's going off here, and Rob Gilson is togged out.
Not sure what position he's gonna slot in. We'll have to see. It could be on the wing. Probably hasn't had too many appearances on the wing. And Harry Colbert's kicked that dead, has he? Oh, he hasn't. Now O'Flynn.
Well, it's landed in the goals. It's landed in the soccer goals. We're close to it. But no.
We will play the line out. And Trinity needs something here. And Morrissey gets it in the air. Really, really good. Penalty UCD.
And on this occasion, referee deciding that Trinity pulled Morrissey down. So UCD get off the hook again.
Great read from the line out. The UCD line out have looked pretty good defensively anyway. They put a lot of pressure on Trinity ball. Yeah, Trinity be really disappointed with their showing so far.
You looking for a free ticket or an invitation?
If there be one going.
Were you invited as a yoik?
It's not an invite occasion.
One was there in the last century.
Kevin Jackson just coming off the field of play. Had a really big impact. Came off the bench last week against Harf and was rewarded with the start tonight and did very well. The Blackrock man, and Dylan Ryan just comes into the fray.
Good hard meters there from the UCD pack. But can we have the ball? Will it all be for Laura? And Trinity have stolen it. The loose head prop Kerr is in the thick of that, and he's got his arms on it.
Not sure which way the referee will call
this. Fingers being loosened on balls. Thomas Connolly, the one-man maul. He's still on his feet. He still has the ball. He's not taking no for an answer, and he leaves it back. Mr. Bukes hard at it, well away from Cawley, but UCD's midfield has been resolute. Here's Cosgrave on a shooter. And Dylan,
I think here's the last straw.
And there we go, there is a card.
Billy de Klerk, unfortunately, will be the man who proves to be the final warning. It was the far side of the pitch from ourselves, so we didn't have the best view on it.
Yeah, it looks like it was higher than the referee liked. I didn't see anything of great note from this vantage point, but he has been harping on. Yes, indeed, he indicated a high tackle.
Yeah.
But I think it was he reached, but he didn't really make much of any contact. But the referee has been making his point all this for the whole of this half, and he's backed it up this time. So another opportunity for Trinity to get back into this match. Still at 18-3, which it has been since probably 30 minutes in. If not now, when?
Zach Baird now.
They're the new hooker.
Another, and Sheehan boots it forward.
A good agricultural kick up the field there. Indeed, it's right over the try line and an easy dot down.
There, yeah, and puts it down. But yeah, good pressure once again from UCD. The Trinity line out in all sorts of trouble.
Bit of a 3-wood there from Bobby Sheehan. He might have needed to club it back a bit.
A good golfer playing out of Milltown, so a low bump and run, as they call it.
Well, it's the first time we've had to adjust our necks this half, and actually some play in the Trinity half.
Yeah, but that's, I think, the third or fourth entrance Trinity had into the UCD 22 in the second half, and coming away with no points. They'll be disappointed with that anyway.
See the UCD Junior Vice President Willie Burns moving into position here. Looks like he's going to take on the Trinity Ultras on his own, and if anybody can do it on their own, it's one Wilbert P. Burns. A hooker with a burst of speed. He was touching the Scott Gibbs about him. Played hooker, but incredible speed and feet. Unlucky not to be capped in the eyes of many in the 80s, Willie Burns.
Mangan taking it there in the air, and UCD going to the maul. Connolly seems to be through the middle. I'm not sure. No, Owen Cross says get out of there, and Gilson and now playing 9.
They didn't trust Gilson on the wing.
There's a bit of a shimmy, yeah, the UCD back line. We have obviously Billy de Klerk in the sin bin, so Mick Maloney is playing at first receiver in the.
Rob Gilson purchasing that penalty. I think he'd be looking for a receipt for that.
Here's Donnelly here. Gilson are now back into the midfield. Mango, UCD not playing like they're a man down. They're really still looking to play into the space and stretch Trinity.
Yeah, Gilson taps and goes with the referee's not having it. It's not from the right point, which in fairness, referee wasn't on. So.
And UCD will look to add the first points of the second half to stretch their lead to 18 points. Yeah, it feels a bit closer than it is. The scoreboard is. Well,
it's been
UCD
Trinity's half up to Sheehan's boot and chase, and now milking a penalty. Gilson in at the ruck there. And a merciless decision to go for 3 points and draw first blood in this half and just make the climb all the harder for Trinity.
And Maloney now has been superb all evening. Adds another 3 points to the tally, and it's 21 points to 3 here. With a few replacements being made, I think it's a loosehead prop, Cole Kelly, coming on the field for Trinity. Cole Kelly, a Canadian under 20 representative. Really big impact stuff to bring on. Mangan underneath this now. Gilson's left peg, well, just a bit of a hook there, but it's all right. Pressure relieved slightly.
Effective nonetheless. Job done.
And let's see, can Trinity sort their line out here? 5-man called. Let's see if they can rectify the issues they've been having the last couple line-outs.
Indeed, apologies. It was Zach Baird throwing in. He's still on. Nice straight
Anthony
through.
Ryan took it in the air.
Bukes, kamikaze up the centre. Hard press. A la Ringrose from Cosgrave, sending his man back inside. Or was it a miss? A bit of a debate out there in rugby circles as to whether a ringer is a tackler or a misser.
I think that Bobby Sheehan looking to hold them up once again. I think they've done enough. Really good from UCD.
This time they're wrapped to the referee's satisfaction.
Defence have been super, and management, Emma McMahon, new director of rugby, a new senior head coach this year, be pretty pleased with his side's dominance in that regard.
Yeah, taking over from Bobby Byrne, director of rugby here for many, many years. Bobby at the pre-match dinner, just enjoying his newfound time, getting a bit of travel in, seeing the world. Himself and his wife Carol.
And Michael Correvi coming onto the field, another first year out of school, and Oisin Spain coming off. Oisin Spain's been brilliant, and I believe word on the street there's an up and coming Spain who will be in college next year. So you heard it here first, or you may have heard it before, but that's the word going around. But Correvi, super player out of Blackrock, and played all the Leinster age grade and Irish schools and whatnot, and should be a big boost for UCD anyway to have him playing a bit of rugby here. Another scrum now. UCD still a man down. Doesn't look like that, and the penalty goes to Trinity. This is a bit of how's your father going on here. Dylan Ryan in the thick of it.
Yeah, a change at Loosehead and a change of outcome. Looked to me, for my money, that Evan Coyle didn't take the shove, or gave way a bit quickly there. But certainly different outcomes with the new Loosehead from Trinity.
Yeah, both captains and
Cole Kelly,
Mark Hernan and Dylan Ryan, two St. Michael's men, were saying hello to each other, getting up close and personal, but nothing else, nothing further. I think Trinity penalty, and Trinity really need to get a score on the board here.
Yeah, no harm for Trinity. A little bit of argy-bargy. They need to do something.
They're running out of road, even a losing bonus one if they can make it last.
Cole Kelly from Canada, Canadian under-20s, gives the call to Zach Baird.
All the way to the back.
Good take to Bukes. Well set maul.
Penalty there, I think it was obstruction in the maul.
It was a bit too well set, or UCD, either deliberately or otherwise, just they didn't engage there, stepped away. Risky business if it's a deliberate call. And once again, every time Trinity have got up into this red zone, it's been a penalty for College, getting them off the hook.
And into the cauldron comes Sean Egan, former St. Michael's man, and he'll be coming on with Evan Coyle coming off. Coyler, another good stint from himself, and hopefully a winning performance from Evan Coyle. And Trinity turned it over there. Cawley now moves it to
College. Looked offside there behind the referee's back.
Here's Fenelon now. He's looked great with ball in hand, but the pass just goes.
Again, another bit of afters, bit over ambitious. This time it's Maloney and Fenelon having a chat.
Yeah, there's a bit of biting it now, but I think it's.
Well, before the match, the Leinster branch president Billy Murphy read into the record the writings of the Irish Times from Colours match of 1977, I think it was, and whatever niggle's going on here tonight, it pales into insignificance. Mention of toilet rolls and orange peels involved, John. I kid you not. Shocking. Not a single toilet roll on the pitch tonight.
Once again, Mangan in the air, and UCD set them all. It's good Trinity shove. Gilson here's a bit of 2-on-1, and it's just a slap down from Cawley, I think, and yeah, I think that'll be straight to the bin. Unfortunate there for Oscar Cawley. He's had a super game.
Yeah, I mean, it's an instinctive thing there. It's very hard to stop yourself in that situation, hoping against hope that you might perhaps be able to get a hand to it and rescue the ball and turn it over. but right in front of the ref, and certainly the UCD bench got stuck into that one and put all their energy into getting the outcome they wanted. So,
and Liam Nolan on here for Oscar Cawley. I think Dylan Ryan is the man sacrificed. And Gilson now a little trick play to Sheehan. Sheehan beats him back to Gilson and he's Culreevy inside him. Can he go all the way? I think he can. Oh, it's a brilliant try from UCD. Absolutely class.
Gilson, you're repeating what Cawley had stopped previously, taking it at one, patting it back, giving it to Bobby Sheehan. The afterburners are in place here. Gilson and then getting it around the corner and another offload. Robbie Gilson, he should be taking more lineouts at one. I mean, I think he's found his role. He should give up this scrum half.
I don't see why not.
Malarkey.
Really brilliant trick play is what they call it now.
I'd love to see a bit of that going on. Love to see a bit of that going on tomorrow. Maybe Dan Sheehan and the snappers, the paparazzi are here. We're getting photographed here, folks. Paul O'Riordan, that'll be up on Sage probably tomorrow.
I'm Maloney now. Pardon for the interruption. But the security guards not doing their job there, obviously.
No, I don't know how Paul O'Riordan got that close to us there. It could have been an incident.
And yeah, just EY once again. A big thanks, the club sponsor, and a brilliant kick from Maloney there. Really good.
Takes it to 28-3. Juan Bukes has done his bit. He's put in a great shift. Competed with honour altogether.
And Conal Henchy also comes into the mix. I presume Zach Baird making way.
Again, opportunity for Trinity. About 30 metres out. Mark Hernan comes off. And we're waiting for a ball here.
It could be the driest of days, and I believe Conal Henchy will refuse to throw without a towel. So superstition or not, he got a towel in the end. But Barron now just fake jump at the front and goes up at the very front. Yeah, really good. And O'Kennedy now ships it on. Anthony Ryan now taking it forward. Trinity showing good fight, but UCD's defence has been just superb all game. Liam Nolan now in a scrum half. Nolan into Anthony Ryan, tips it on to McCormack, the Clongoweswood College man. Fenelon now, another big loopy pass out to Henchy, but he can't gather it, unfortunately.
Just not working, those passes. They're over ambitious. Trinity aren't set up for them. No heads dropping here. The hard work still going in. Another UCD player down.
Sean Egan, yeah, just looking for a bit of treatment on his shoulder, I believe. Dylan Ryan coming back into the mix with Anthony Ryan coming off. Ryan for Ryan. But yeah, there hasn't been much flow to this second half. There's been a bit better the last few minutes, but the first half there was a lot of ball and play time, but it's got a bit cagey now the second half, and yeah, Trinity just looking like a frustrated team right now, and but they're not going down without a fight. Morrissey to the back.
Two dummies and finally a take.
They've got this maul going.
UCD pack, just a different beast from this match to what we've seen last
smaller
year.
of the two packs, I'd imagine, but
Not for my money.
Probably not much in it.
Not back and well held there from Mangan. Well away from Maloney.
UCD will look to move it here into the space, but it's a bit of a
referee sees it as backwards. I think he's right there. Cosgrave battling.
Flung at him. I think Fenlon's done a bit of damage to his hamstring. I'm not sure it's a cramp or is it more serious than that, but I hope he's alright. Cosgrave now out to Corkery. And it's a bit scrappy here from UCD. They look to just gather themselves. Jules Fenlon's back on his feet anyway and looks to be alright. Here's Correvi now, a big man for a young first year.
Again, lining up the Maloney boot to ball, gets good length on that, dropping around the 10-metre line. Colbert takes it and out to the ever reliable Dillon. Nice chip and chase, finds grass. Well met by Maloney again, reading the game very well.
There's a bit of space in front of him and done really well here. UCD need to get a bit of support to him, but yeah, it's a really good turnover from McDonagh. Maloney just caught himself isolated, not a wrongdoing, just teammates slow to get there, and yeah, McDonagh was straight in and saw he was isolated and did really well.
Good play by both players. That's a good line kick up to the UCD 22. We seem to have been here for the whole second half, pretty much in around the UCD 22, or for most of it anyway. Both benches pretty much emptied at this stage for one reason or another. And certainly the Trinity subs are giving it a good go.
Barron now once again wins it in the air, and Fenlon here looks to be through a gap. Can he get there? Just offloaded to Dillon. Trinity has good a chance as they'll get tonight. O'Kennedy now out to Gleeson, and it's a run in try, and Trinity get on the score sheet.
Fine
try perspective, yeah.
Great line
better.
break from Fenlon. Great offload. Dillon continues it. Quick ruck ball. Pass and then over the top. Excellently worked try. Probably the try of the night.
Yeah, it was nice rugby from Trinity. Fenlon's looked good all night. He's thrown a few loopy passes, but when he has the ball in his hand, he's a dangerous man.
Could have been in again, but for Rob Gilson, a couple of years as senior, back in his school days, getting back and making the tackle on him, but he made a lovely offload.
Just to the left hand side and wide. He'll be pretty disappointed.
Shaves the post. Referee calling 2 more minutes, I think, in the sin bin for Cawley.
Fenlon's last act as well was a good one, in fairness to him.
Yeah, referee calling 2 more minutes there, I think, signalling to the Trinity bench before they get back up to full numbers. They did well there to score with a man down. Maloney puts it high. Great hang time. There's a lot of professionals don't get the hang time on the ball that he gets there.
I think the touch judge just has a flag up, so results in it. Trinity line out, is it? Or knock forward?
UCD knock on. Yeah, just off Andrew Osborne there, going up for it.
Yeah, completely new front rows by the looks of it. Or Tom Connolly still on the pitch. Pretty good shift from him.
Yeah.
And Liam Nolan playing scrum half for Trinity with the put in. Former Tavernier College man.
Little nudge there from Trinity.
McDonagh now out to Dillon. And here's Gleeson in a bit of space. Puts boot to ball. Gleeson here in front of us seems to be in a bit of discomfort.
Yeah, he's hurt his face and also his leg there. He just tackled as he kicked the ball. So Trinity down to 13 effectively here. Do Collar spot that?
Cosgrave now
kicks a wiper kick
in behind. Sends Colbert running after it. Colbert setting himself for a clearance kick back to Cosgrave. Into the midfield now to Donnelly.
UCD have numbers of 15, 13.
All the way into
the space.
To Osborne here. He's in a bit of space now, and Donnelly's on his shoulder, and he's got Mangan now. Mangan just taken down by Dillon. Really good cover defence. But yeah, Trinity look to be probably offside here. Sheegan just...
Some wild passing as the forwards find themselves in open prairie. Not quite sure what to do.
And Rob Gilson in here looks to back himself with a little show and go.
Little goose step from Rob Gilson and then drops the ball to the floor, gets it in field and Trinity nudge it out, so UCT retain possession. And still Trinity fullback Gleeson still getting care here on the halfway line and touch line.
Doesn't look the best. I think it's an ankle or a lower leg injury, but hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. He's been super when he's got a bit of grass in front of him.
Taylor Gleeson out of Glenstall. He really hasn't moved his left leg in all the time since he's gone down. And he's under medical direction here, so hopefully doesn't look in too much discomfort, but it's all relative.
I think they're just discussing whether they can move him off the field to play or not. Obviously you don't want to do any further damage to it, but and yeah, the next fixtures for the two teams anyway, as we have a bit of a break in play here. Hopefully we're not waiting too long, but yeah, UCD have Tarf next up away from home, which is never easy, as we know, and then Ternier come to the Bowl. So two tough fixtures next up, and then for Trinity they go Young Munster in College Park, and then they travel up north to the city of Armagh. So yeah, that's the next two anyway, and it's obviously so important to get your season off to a winning start. Obviously last year for UCD we lost the first, I think it was the first 5, and we got going then from then on, but yeah, it was obviously a disappointing start, and I think they're looking to move Gleeson here, but anyway, let's hope he's all right.
Just being helped to his feet now and not putting any weight on that leg.
And yeah, Gleeson's just getting a round of applause here from the supporters in the Bowl, and let's hope for the best and hope he's nothing too serious, and we wish him well. And we'll resume here with a UCD put in to the line out with Sheehan, brother of Dan, playing tomorrow, and hopefully this game is being streamed for the Ireland team room in Paris.
Hopefully Dan wasn't watching that one. Dan, if you're watching,
close your eyes. But yeah, best of luck to anyone in Paris supporting or play your part, and the very best of luck.
Well, it has to be said, there's an opportunity here for UCD. We're back to full strength, albeit both benches emptied, and I'm sure some players have had to come back on with injuries. But UCD, they've an opportunity, and they have had an opportunity to run up a few more scores here, and it can all count at the end of the season. It's always tight in Division 1A. Strong carry from McCormick,
and that's O'Kennedy. Just pretty good kick
up to halfway here. Good exit from Trinity. We get a bird's eye view here. We see if Bobby can
hopefully a better
straighten that arm.
Better showing of himself here. O'Malley giving the instructions. And yeah, UCD's line have been pretty good tonight. I think it's up Mangan in the middle, and yeah, really good take into midfield. Philly de Klerk and Michael Corrivi bulldozing his way through, and really nice,
lovely
little switch play.
Bit of subterfuge there from Maloney, and a wide pass from Cosgrave.
Really good taken well by Osborne. It was flat. We were pretty much in line with it.
Yeah, flat to behind. Certainly compared to some of the passes that are given on the big stage.
Turned it over here.
Yeah, UCD overall not going for the jugular tonight.
And yeah, penalty goes UCD's way. I think it's Sean Egan who won that penalty. But yeah, the game is obviously slowed down slightly here. We probably have a couple of minutes left to play, I'd imagine. There's a few different clocks here in the bowl between phones, watches and scoreboards. But yeah, UCD will look to just close this out, and they'd be pretty pleased with their night's work.
I think apart from the obvious talent gathered around the microphone, the addition in the last few years of the live streaming, all the clubs getting a great benefit from it. People who can't get to matches but can still stay involved with their clubs and see what's going on from near or far. And so thanks to EY for their sponsorship, and indeed to BF Sports Analysis for their streaming of this match.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant to have the greatest league in the world. Some may call it, to have it back since last weekend and have the full year of it now.
Bit cheeky there from UCD.
I think it's Sean Egan. Doesn't seem too concerned.
A bit of an exhibitionist apparently.
Trinity really fighting hard here, but fighting a losing battle by the looks of it. Obviously a 20-point lead to UCD. Dylan Ryan just trying to hold them up there, but gets
down the 5 metre line.
Maloney to the tree. Conor O'Tierney. Here's Morrissey. Corkery now looking to find a gap. Fenlon back on the pitch. Mick O'Reilly. UCD just meters away now. Back to Conor O'Tierney.
Bit of heft, and he's sent homewards. To think again.
Here's Bobby Sheehan now. Nice low carry. Gets close. Corrivi then.
Great defence from Trinity, lining up here, not having any of it. That was a great drive by Morrissey again. Been played the whole night.
Yeah, McCormick just slow to roll away. Corky on the crash again, but they've a bit of space here now. Cosgrave trying to go himself, had Osborne outside him, but might get there himself. Really good from Cosgrave.
Cosgrave picks the lock,
showing us what he can do. Seriously good.
Dancing feet. That's his second try of the season, having scored down in Shannon as well off a good back movement. He took it on himself. That was very resolute defence from Trinity. They really set to, weren't giving in despite the stage of the match and the gap between the teams.
That could be the final act or close to it.
The UCD players aren't retreating behind the halfway line. I think this indeed is, John, the last play of the match. Looks like it's all over after this conversion.
Yeah, UCD be really pleased with their work, and Trinity with a bit of work to do, and they obviously Young Munster travels to Trinity next weekend, so they'll be looking to get a win on the board. And UCD going to Clontarf. It's good to go there with a bit of momentum and a win under your belt anyway. Tough place to go, and Maloney's been superb all night and
100% record.
Finishes proceedings 35 points to 8, and what a super performance. UCD with the bonus point win, and
yeah, full points and nothing for Trinity on this occasion. And
that's all we have tonight, and yeah, UCD delighted, and a good night's work. Probably the first half better than the second half, but we were treated to a good contest as ever, and the colours game, the 70th edition, will be held in March or April, I'd imagine, and we look forward to that, and we thank Trinity for a great game.
Back to the clubhouse tonight, the crowd will head back in and replay some of what happened there. Certainly there's been a bit of a shift after many years in recent times, certainly over the last decade, Trinity having the whip hand, but just the last two fixtures, 2 W's on the board for UCD. Is this a blip, or is something shifting? To be continued. Colours match in March. Until then, thank you very much for joining us, folks, and we'll see you again in a few weeks' time.
Thank you.